Okay, so we're back. Just going through a lot of E3 information, stuff like that, stuff that really caught my eye, right? So I completely forgot that they did a small segment of Hellblade Senua's Saga. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know that. And I saw a lot of, I was looking it up on Twitter, and it's a lot of people that are saying that it's like it's no gameplay, it's like behind the scenes footage. So if it's BTS, at least I can do is at least hear what they gotta say and then give my perspective. So we're gonna get into that. Let's see what this is about.
Hello everyone, and welcome to our brand spanking new Ninja House in Cambridge. I wanted to give you an update on the work so far for Senua Saga Hellblade 2. What we're doing right now is building a good chunky slice of the game before we then move into full production to build out the rest. Hellblade was very special for us, and we didn't want to do a straight sequel. We wanted to do something extra special, and so we're making our lives as difficult as possible in that pursuit. The game is set in Iceland, 9th century.
Okay, so only exactly 30 seconds into the video, you can just hear like what he's describing, and from what it seems like, we're a little ways off of Hellblade 2. But
Century Iceland. So we've been sending out art and audio teams out there, doing photography, photogrammetry, and combining it with satellite data to recreate large swathes of the landscape. On the character front, we're building real costumes, scanning them in. We're collaborating with Epic Games to bring you next generation digital characters. On the combat front, we want it to be extra real and brutal. And so Melina, our main actress, has been training for 2 years, and all of our animators have undergone combat training. And so what you're going to see here is not a trailer, it's not a gameplay reveal, but rather a montage of the kind of work we've been up to. Hope you like it.
okay, so it is BTS, so that much we do know. And personally, just going off the information that we have presented to us currently, it only seems like while we could still possibly get something later this year, it seems that Hellblade 2 could be a 2022 release. And that's cool, don't get me wrong, that's cool or whatever. But as far as they have gotten as far as the game itself, it seems like they're still in pre-production, and they're preparing to fully get into the swing of things in terms of developing, as well as giving us information that the actress has already done her training, and then adding on to the fact that they have finally had a legit amount of time to figure out the story, figure out the landscape. And from what he said, it seems like Hellblade 2 could possibly, and I'm only saying that, so just take that with a grain of salt, that Hellblade 2 could possibly be open world. Now, I don't know what that could mean, but I guess. But I don't feel like looking at the behind the scenes footage, so I'm gonna stick with that. But other than that, it seems like just overall the information that we've gotten from overall just both games, Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice was pretty lit. And for those of you who haven't played it, I'll put a link to the gameplay I did, because I played it and I did a walkthrough for that. That shit was hard, I can't lie. And that shit was crazy. Like, the fact that it's only been going on, I think that game came out like 2017. Like, I think it was that August. Yeah, it was August. Because then they put it in on PS4. On Windows, it was, it was originally just straight up on PlayStation 4 and Windows. So it came out 2017 on that, and then 2018 Xbox One, and just 2019, before the pandemic began, they put it out on Nintendo Switch. So yeah, it's like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That just the game itself was just like, what the fuck? Like, it really fucked with me on a heavy level. But it does seem like, from the announcement that we got back in 2019, and they only putting it on PC and Xbox Series X. Doesn't say Xbox One, so I definitely am just assuming it's a console exclusive on that one. And being developed for with the landscaping of Iceland, and then the unique Epic Games new engine, Unreal Engine 5, which some of you haven't seen, but I also put the link in that video for you guys to see that too. And we're back also with the same soundtrack composed by artist Hellsung, which is pretty lit. If you haven't checked that person out, you should probably check them out because they specialize in, folk, neo folk, stuff like that. Really like ethnic areas, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's basically like what would you expect in what would be compiled of medieval European music, but at the same time their music usually comes in with like Norse mythology, if not, mixes that with that brand of folk music. And then they also, the band comes from, Denmark. So, this, it's perfect, honestly. And also the name means, healing in English, so keep that in mind as well. So mind you, while they also will compose the soundtrack for that, you guys should really check that game out. Let me know what you guys think. I would, man, we got a lot of videos to go over.